Hey, you dorks! The name's Bryce. Bryce Anderson, and yeah, I am the most popular 13-year-old in Plainview. I am that cool. You're probably wondering why such a cool guy would want to write in some buttered journal. So, my dad, Beta, told me, Alpha, that I should write down my life events on this, so when I become a celebrity, I don't have to talk to some plebs about my whole life story. Trust me, it'll help in the long run. I guess I should know all my feats for the future hus to admire. So, 1. I got the most candygrams last year. 2. I'm dating the 4th prettiest girl in my grade, Holly Hills. Oh, she's a bop for real. And 3. My uncle's a famous singer named Josh or something. See, that would be cool if it wasn't for the fact all his songs are lame. It's all dumb family-friendly stuff to teach kids about the value of being nice. Like, just put the fries in the bag, bro. I myself actually have a good taste in music, so I listen to dark, freaked up, and twisted songs when I have to fuck it through. And, of course, funk when I'm doing my daily reps. I am one tough cookie. Man, I fuck with this heavy. Most people wouldn't understand how hard life is for a rich boy like me. Any other noteworthy stuff about me? Well, I have a mom. Since my dad's rich, she doesn't need to get a job, so I use her as personal helper in the house. Pasta cereal! Bop! Now, some loser might say that I'm way too harsh, but come on! How hard is it to take care of one child? Anyways, once I go to school tomorrow, you guys will really see how dope my life is. Wednesday. Never friggin' mind, today was one of my lowest days. It felt like nobody cared for me. I hate my life. Okay, so once I got off my private car, I got my usual standing ovation, but that was it. Nobody even did backflips. And once I got to class, I got a golden buzzer, and the teacher gave me $1,000 and requested to polish my shoes. Same old, same old. Then, during reading class, I got picked to read a part of a text, and after I was done, all the fine shite started clapping and complimenting my deep voice, and all the guys started sacrificing their testosterone to me. So boring as fuck.
Eee, that was so good, Bryce!
Yeah, thanks, yeah. Baka. Then, during PE, we had to play basketball, and the coach paid me to be team captain for some reason. Anyways, my team got 50-0, and all the points were mine, obviously. Only other noble moment was when all the students gave me their prime and lunchly. Yeah, that's all that happened today. Man, I am so lonely. And, as if things couldn't get any worse, only 10 girls wanted to massage my feet instead of usual 13! You heard me! The only thing that made me feel better was that on Wednesdays, I'd cheat on Holly with Bailey in the empty science room. What? Don't look at me. I can't have this many hus being into me and not do something about it. I only got with Holly because she helps me with homework anyways. The idea of being devoted to one person was made by pussies who are too scared that their girl would cheat on them. As if I could ever give a shit about Holly. So yeah, I basically have nobody in my life. Excluding my mom, dad, girlfriend, friends, etc. I hated today. Thursday! As if yesterday wasn't already bad. Get this! As I was skipping class, as usual, I peeked in the science room because I knew Holly was there, and I saw her talking to a guy! How could she? After all I've done for her, when have I ever done anything wrong to her? Never did give up, guys. They'll always backstab and cheat on you in the end. And Who even was that kid? I've never seen him around. I'm guessing some dumb Russian exchange student or something. I'm finna crash out! But still, I need to know who that beta is. Nobody gets in the way of my huzz. So, I did some digging after school and found out that this smuck is called Greg Heffley. Nobody, and I mean nobody, knows who this guy is, but I'll make him pay. No girl cheats on me. Count your days, Greg. I'm coming for you. Of course, Holly tried to talk to me today, and I find it funny how she's pretending she's not a cheating skank. But she could be useful for now. So I confronted her about Greg, and she gave some bullshit response on how she barely knows him. Poppycock! Oh, I kinda know him. He was my lab partner yesterday. I think you'd like him too. I like him? Brother, you're not getting that Reupload bop. Whatever, what she says doesn't matter. I'm gonna beat his lights out. Now, what I'm gonna do is jump Greg when he least expects it, in front of everyone, and beat his ass. That's actually very fair because you should always keep your guard up, so that would be on him. So, as soon as the final bell rung, me and my cronies strike. I got him, boss! Ah! How you like them apples? The chump didn't even have time to react. What an absolute loser! All this talk about stealing my girlfriend, and he's too weak to even fight back? The huzz finna love this. Anyways, after I was done with him, he looked completely out of it. Humbled, bro. However, the crowd was dead silent. I guess me suddenly being some random kid took them by surprise, so I had to provide context for these non-funk listeners. That's what you get for trying to touch my girl! And as soon as I said that, suddenly everyone started cheering. Just the kind of reaction I wanted. I didn't let the scene before the teachers caught me. Not like I would have gotten in trouble anyways. Moral of the story, don't mess with me, snowflake. The next day I showed up to school, but it looks like that Greg guy didn't. Blood knows not to mess with the alpha. I then picked up one of the new issues from our school newspaper, and you won't believe what it said. It said that Greg tried touching my girlfriend the other day, and she told me. I didn't proceed to valiantly beat him up in the name of justice. Man, the Huzz are definitely gonna love this. Now, is this information true? Not really, but is it good for my image? Absolutely! No one gave a frick about a Heffley kid anyway, so not much was lost. But for me, this was huge. Now, more people that love me more than ever for being a creep. I alone am the non-chantillant one. Suddenly, the morning announcements came in and told everyone to come to the auditorium to see me make a speech. Yeah, I definitely didn't sign up for this jaunt, but hey, my huzz and my bruz alike need to know how I'm doing, I guess. The teachers told me to talk about how bad of a person Heffley is, but I decided to do something different. We bring the boom!
That's what we do!
Everyone loved me. Beforehand, there were some weirdos that tried to be alt and call me a bad person or whatever. But now that I beat up a very bad person, even the emo supports me now. We bring the boom!
That's what we do! We bring the boom!
Okay, I need to do something with my new popularity, right? Maybe I should get these people to buy me V-Bucks so I can get a new skibbity toilet back bling. But then, it hit me. What if these people found out Heffley didn't harass my girlfriend? I've hit my peak in popularity. I definitely don't want to lose it now. If Heffley comes back to school and tells people that I lied, I may or may not be cooked. I have to silence him. And one fog came up. I make his whole family move out of Plainview, kind of like that Abe Hall kid moving back to California because of his whole cheese touch ordeal. Then just imagine this with the poor Heffley family. And once Greg's out of the picture, I'll remain the hero with no chances of failing. I'll figure out soon enough of how I'm actually gonna do this. Alright, today I tried to sneak out some info for where the hell Greg is, and after some searching, I found out he's a friend. Wait, what the fuzz? His name is Raleigh Jefferson. I actually know him from a bit ago when he got the bop, final boss, Abigail Brown. She was obviously just using him to get back at her ex-boyfriend. Anyways, all I have to do is ask Raleigh where Greg is and I can finally finish him off. But out of nowhere, Holly approached me. Bryce, we need to talk. What is with this girl? She's acting like my actions have consequences. She confronted me about this Greg drama and how Greg wasn't being touchy or whatever. So, I pulled her aside to tell her something very important. Listen to me, Hills. If you think you leaked this little lie, and you are sorely wrong. Let the big man handle this, woman. Okay, please stop, Bryce. Please stop. I didn't want to cause a scene, so I left her there. Jeez, who does this chopped up shite think she is? Maybe they cheat on her Bailey twice a week now. I cannot stand this whine huzz. Short for whiny huzz, which he is. I didn't want to find Raleigh in the cafeteria, but he was gone. I guess bro locked in and realized I was onto him. I mean, it's not like that fatty could run far, but I couldn't be bothered. After that, I got home and told Dad all about my newfound popularity. I mean, he's the only one that kind of gets me. But he tells me to find real friends. Alright, Unc. It's not like I see you hang out with many people anyway. I then told him about the whole Greg Heffley drama, and he said something very interesting. Hey, I know that family. Mr. Heffley works for me. Okay, I just got the perfect idea. If I can figure out how to fire Mr. Heffley from his job with my dad, which shouldn't be that hard, then that should be more than enough motivation to move away. Looks like I won't even need to talk to Raleigh at all. All I need to do is figure out how to get Mr. Heffley fired. And today's the weekend, so I have plenty of time to figure out how to get rid of Greg. My dad went to work and accidentally left his computer on. SMH my head, bro. But I realized I could use this chance to snoop through his computer. So I went through some files and found Mr. Heffley's resume and oh, this guy is so cooked. Apparently, my dad's job to look over and edit people's info, so this couldn't be any easier. So I had some interesting things to his resume that's bound to raise some eyebrows. Sex offender, serial killer, doesn't fuck with Hawk too. Oh, that's bad, and is creepy on the job. Oh, this will definitely set some alarms and get him fired. Man, I'm kind of good at this ruining lives things, huh? Maybe I should become a lawyer. I mean, my dad always told me that I can get any job I want. He says sob stories on how he used to be poor, but built his company from the ground up. Jeez, hopefully I don't have to do that much work. I mean, I want to live life on easy mode because of a nice guy like me deserves it. Okay, update. Guess who I saw the next day? None other than Greg Heffley. He looked pretty badly beaten up. That's what happens when you mess with the alpha. SMH my head. And, as expected, nobody wanted to talk to him. Not even his apparent best friend, Rowley. Rowley? You're a bad person, Greg. No, please, you gotta believe me. I'd never do that stuff. Please, Rowley, please. Ha! What can I say? This is karma at its finest. Bloodfight could talk to my girlfriend that I actively hate. Skull emoji. Even the teachers ignored him. Well deserved, too. He was miserable, all according to plan. Now, all I have to do is wait until his dad gets fired, and then they'll be both gone, and I can keep being popular. Speaking of which, the school signed a deal with my parents on renaming the school after me. Bryce Anderson Middle. I think I like that name. So, now that everyone loves me, and the school is basically mine, there's nothing I can do wrong. Right? Alright guys, today was my usual chill and Holly with Bailey day. Nothing too bad, until I saw Greg and Holly talking in the corner of my eye. That cheating skank is back at it again, and don't even get me started on Greg! Who does this guy think he is? Messing around with the most popular guy's girl? I am so tired of Holly thinking she has the right to cheat on me after all I've done for her. So I went and confronted him. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hey! As soon as Greg saw me, he tried to run away, but I easily caught up to him. How about I give him one final beatdown before he leaves my town for good? And I was in the middle of doing that, but Holly caught up to me. Bryce, stop! Don't hurt him! Oh God, here comes the bop spilling random BS. She had the audacity to tell me that she was just walking him to the infirmary and that he never did anything inappropriate to her. She said this in front of the whole school. She basically exposed to everyone that I beat up Greg for no reason. Can this baby not shut her mouth? I've done nothing but be a good boyfriend to her. You know what? I am done with this chick. I'll give her the karma she deserves, and everyone will cheer, because no one likes her anyways. Oh my God, you skank! Have you ever shut your mouth? I am God! But for some reason, nobody clapped. And then these nobodies started yelling at me. Do they not know who I am? She didn't do anything. Did you seriously lie about that Greg kid stuff? I tried to tell them that Holly was a bop and should be the one getting the blame, but they didn't listen. I had to go. What the frick just happened? People were mad at me? I'm V. Bryce. How could they hate me? Does this mean that I'm definitely still the most popular guy in the school? Oh crap. I knew I should have slapped Holly in public. I was then walking home and checked the social media, and somebody posted a fight and Holly saying the truth about Greg. Oh God, I'm so cooked. They'll think I'm a woman beater and I lied about Greg. See? I told you never did anything. And the fact you listened to Bryce, you hurt, bullied, and beat him. All of you deserve to give him an apology. I can't believe this. I can get canceled. I'm too young to go to the streets, and even worse, I can lose my huzz. This is an emergency. If I don't do something, I could be as irrelevant as Greg. So I had a brilliant idea of telling my dad about this, and then he would wipe the video off the internet and expel anyone who was at the fight from the school. Yeah, I can still make it out of this. So I ran to my house, but something was up. There was people carrying boxes in a white van. What's going on? I screamed at them that they got the wrong house, but apparently they didn't. So I went to my house to see what the hell was up, and I found Dad on the floor and tired. So I asked him why there were movers here, and he said that he couldn't afford the rent anymore. Wait, how can he not pay for it if he has the best job in his town? And then he said he lied about everything to me. He told me that he didn't build his company from the ground up. Instead, he was just an average office worker. But he always told me that I should be like him. He was recently fired from his office job because he made a false report on Mr. Heffley, which led to Mr. Heffley being in jail for 2 days. Oh God, that was me who did that. That was all my fault. Dad obviously said that he never messed with Mr. Heffley's record, but that he didn't believe him. I didn't ask Dad how the hell he could pay such expensive rent if he had a crummy job, and he said he got it from Uncle Joshy. He's been lying this whole time about being rich and just borrowed money from Uncle Joshy. He begged him for money at least once a month, and I guess that's why Uncle Joshy doesn't like us very much. So, not only did I get exposed by Holly, I now have to move out because it turned out my dad's a phony and a brokey. He fooled everyone into thinking he was the richest man in Plainview, and all along, he was just pocketing his brother's money and faking a business. I can't believe this is happening. Dad then started breaking down and apologizing profusely to me, and as much as I wanted to laugh at him, I felt bad. He had to live up to a bunch of expectations, being the richest man in Plainview, and he had to weasel his way through fibs just so he can give me and Mom the life we have now. I don't hate my dad, but he is definitely a screw-up. Ver, Dad. Ver. He then told me everything was going to be okay and that we'll get a house back in no time. He just has to beg Uncle Joshy for even more money and also figure out who got into the computer and pull that false information on Mr. Heffley, and, yeah. After all the stuff I've been through today, I thought I wouldn't get into that much trouble if I just came clean about me making the false report, but I was wrong. Dad, I was the one who did the false report on Mr. Heffley. I wanted to get back at Greg. Yeah, I kind of messed up there and got you fired, but now I apologize. We can all forget this ever happened, right? Forgive and forget, right, Dad? He didn't curse me or chew me off. All he did was go to his room while not having any emotion. Yeah, I am definitely screwed now, but hopefully my punishment isn't too big. December. Welp, it's settled. I'm going to Spag Union in 3 days. Dad told me a few days after we lost the house, and I confessed to him that I was the reason he lost his job. I don't really mind. I mean, not like school is any better. After the incident with Holly and Greg, I got suspended for a week, and when I came back, it was an absolute nightmare. No goons, no huzz, and no social status. Everyone hated me because I beat Greg and slapped Holly. Speaking of them, looks like things are going very well for Greg. He ended up gaining a ton of popularity from this. He's basically a new me after bravely taking all my punches. Truly shocking. And if you're wondering, yeah, it's official. I've lost everything. Holly blocked me on my socials. Bailey won't answer my texts or calls. And my goons moved to someone more popular. It's not like I didn't deserve it. I don't know why I did the things I did at the time. I guess I got too cocky and full of myself to realize that what I was doing was wrong. Maybe apologizing isn't such a bad idea. I mean, I really do have nothing to lose and everything to win. I guess I could try giving it a shot. So I tried to go up to Holly to say sorry, but it ended pretty quickly. Holly, Ow! Yeah, makes sense. I kinda emotionally and physically abused her our entire relationship. I really am an arse, but still, there was only one person left to apologize to, even if it was obvious that he wouldn't take it. Greg. I tracked down his house and found him outside. However, as soon as he saw me, he told me to back off, so I told him that he wanted to talk, not fight. And he said I had 1 minute to explain myself. Look, Greg, I didn't come here to seek your forgiveness. I just wanted closure. I'm sorry for everything I did. I know you never wanted anything to do with Holly, but my ego took over and I didn't mean to take things this far. I was misogynistic, selfish, egomaniac, and you didn't deserve any of what I did to you. I hope you enjoy your newfound popularity, but please, don't do the same dumb mistake I did. Yeah, if I'm being honest, Bryce, you were right to suspect me. I had an entire plan to give Holly and make her abandon you. My idea was to make her realize how bad a person you were by making you beat me up in front of Holly so she could dump you. I was also pretty selfish, but that doesn't excuse what you did to my dad and Holly. Yeah, I understand. Wow, I didn't expect Greg to be the type to do that, but I can't judge Greg since I'm not a good guy either. Game recognizes game, I guess. I didn't tell Greg that I'm leaving the SPAG union soon, so this is probably the last time I see him. He said I'm gonna be out of his life forever, so he'll take my apology if that makes me feel any better, and to be honest, it did. Whoa, this whole being nice thing hasn't been horrible so far. Maybe if I was a better guy, me and Greg could have been friends, but it's a bit too late for that now. Well, today's the day I go to SPAG Union, and I feel significantly less sad than before. Maybe this could be a new start for me. Sadly, I won't be able to have my phone or my diary, so I can't catch up on the latest brain rot. But I guess that's it for me. Hawk 2.